And then you also see the smaller pier with a bunch of paddle boards, some kayaks, stuff like that. And then a crick elf just like sitting on a folding chair.
Does this pier have tandem swan boats?
Roll me a luck check.
Okay.
Can I help? Can I do anything?
Please.
Yeah, I guess roll it with advantage.
It's a 5.
There are no tandem swan boats. I'm so sorry. But there are
anymore.
you
Two Sea-Doos got stolen.
And I imagine all of your tandem swan boats were stolen as well.
Never had a tandem swan boat. I'm so sorry. There is a high demand. I am thinking of investing in one, though. You're not the first to
If there's like a
ask.
sign-up sheet, just let me know.
Yeah, there is a petition.
email list.
Yeah, if I
Okay,
get
great.
72 signatures, I will invest in a tandem swan boat.
I'll sign.
I'll sign too, but also,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you so
guys.
much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Y'all are going to bump it up to 13. Okay, now you guys are down to 2 hippopens.
We should have taken a tandem swan boat!
3. Here's what you find, Mavericks. You find a swan feather. And that's all.
I guess he picks it up and just investigates the swan feather first, just to see if there's anything.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Maybe there were tandem swan
It's
boats.
a 12.
Looking at this, it's a magical feather. You know that.
Okay. This is cool. I'm gonna stick it behind my ear.
Whoa, Mavericks, cool feather.
What, this?
Dave is outside the window in front of the boat. Nice feather.
I turned from the prow of the boat. I'm like, holy shit, should we all get feathers?
We didn't all get feathers. I found a feather.
Oh,
You could be the feather crew.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think since you're being so obvious about the feather, Ethel is going to politely say, "I'm so sorry. That feather, it's maybe not yours. Did you find that in the sort of wheelhouse? I'm assuming."
Yeah, what's wrong with looking in the wheelhouse for stuff and finding a feather?
Right. I'm going to say this as politely as I possibly can. Return the feather to the wheelhouse.
I mean, all right, wow.
Mavericks, please.
I'm just trying to just like mix it up a little bit on this boat, and I'm getting shut down hard everywhere. No one's on my side, and I put the feather back. I got to find that feather. I want to see if that feather's around.
You want to see the feather? Let's resolve
Yeah.
Hungry Dave drinking this.
Can I look for that feather now?
Okay, so give me investigation or perception or both for the wheelhouse.
I'll give him a help.
Oh, I only got a 14.
Okay, so you walk in, and I will tell you the very obvious things that you see, but with a 14, you will also find this swan feather. And you find the swan's feather.
Oh, sick. I put the feather back on my head.
Behind your ear.
And then I take off the sunglasses and Tread, you can wear these now.
I think he also just gave you the sunglasses because now he's got a cool feather, so he's just like kind of happy that he got other gear.
I just didn't know how much stuff I could keep on my head.
Yeah, I think he
The feather would definitely
traded up.
interfere.
Yeah, it would
He's
clash.
giving you his like hand-me-downs.
I'm just going to have
Good
to
for
insist
Carl.
stealing a feather off the ground is not stealing.
That's a free feather.
There's just a feather on the ground. Can I hold my feather up to see if it looks like the same kind of
Oh,
feather?
shit.
Yeah, you hold it up. It is actually a different feather. So this Henry Cavill bird has gorgeous, shimmering violets, grays, stormy plumage. This is a white feather. This is actually a swan's feather.
Okay.
And it's from a breed of swan that's usually in freshwater ponds. But
Okay.
when you flip it over in your finger, inspect it, there's something briny about it to its core.
Something's freaking briny about this feather.
Dude, that's a briny ass feather, dude.
What's going on with this feather?
Yeah. Awesome,
yeah,
guys.
briny as fuck.
I'm glad you have a briny feather, Mavericks. There's a fucking hot bird causing a storm on the island. Okay?
So I'm not allowed to talk about my briny feather when I untied the
You
little briny
stumble a
feather.
little bit. Oh yeah, you take out your briny feather.
Hand it to Tread. Hey, are you at all interested in this feather?
Interested? I'm honored.
Is that my action to get out, or
No.
Ooh.
I'm going to? Can I take out the feather and regard it?
Regard it.
You can absolutely regard it.
Holy shit.
What do you want to, like, how do you want to regard this feather?
I want to make a bit of an insight check just to see if
Okay.
there's.
Use the
Absolutely.
brininess.
All right.
Please, briny feather. Please, we need
Although
you now
I'm gonna
more than
be, I'm
ever.
gonna be a hard ass here, and say that you gave Tread the feather. The feather isn't with you anymore.
Oh, Tread has the feather?
Oh. Tread pats his pockets. I might have.
Tread. I like impassioned, like dripping with goopy water. Tread the feather.
The feather is the key to all of this, Tread.
The what?
The key, dude.
This? I pulled the feather like broken in half out of my guitar case.
Oh no. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna shoot a meteor at one meteor at both the simulacrum and one at the at
Ooh,
Rennifer
cool.
herself.
Nice.
As you walk, you do see that, like, on these two paths that form sort of a line with this fountain, there are other glyphs.
Should I stand on one, guys?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe if you had the feather.
May I inspect the feather?
Yes, you may inspect the feather.
It's the key to everything, Tread.
The feather is 19.
19. This magical feather, smelling of brine, which when you look at it, it's almost as if a sea breeze tickles the plumage. If you touch it, use an action, and touch it to the water, it turns into a swan boat.
Oh my god.
Wait, a tandem swan boat?
You've had a swan boat since the second episode.
May I swan dive into the shark tank?
Throw Carl in a swan boat.
You absolutely can. Yeah. If you want to use your action to turn it in and then do some kind of strength check to pull Carl from the shark.
And then you could cover the whole water with the swan boat, right? And then seal it off.
Technically, this is a 50-foot by 20-foot swan boat, but I'm going to say because it's magical, it conforms to the water that you want it to.
Wait, can we use the swan boat to block the hole?
Yeah, you can. You absolutely can.
Fuck yes.
Look,
All right.
the boat's in the water. The boat's in the water. That's
Tread, on your turn, if you stay in here, now it's going to be a strength check to get out of here. And if
Tread, you just created another person to have to save. This is like
I had
like
the
on
feather.
raft-
I had to use it.
it's like on rafting trips when like the counselor person says, "Don't jump in the water if someone falls out."
But what if that person was Carl?
The feather was the key.
the feather has been there all along for so many different reasons.
I can't believe it.
Oh,
So now
God.
Tread and Carl are in the shark tank.
We're gonna drag this swan boat out and take this back to land.
Great. You chuck Carl out. Carl's comatose body lands in a gooey thud next to the fountain.
No, in the swan boat.
Oh, into the swan boat. Correct. Correct.
Get in the boat, dude.
He lands sitting up, like on one of the seats, looking like he's a passenger.
Oh my god.
Looks so natural.
Weekend at Bernie's
Buckle him
style.
in.
And then I'll pull Tread out.
My own inspiration.
18. Wait, I got it.
Yes.
A gooey Tread lands with a thud right next to Carl
I could not have survived one round in there.
in
Good
the swan boat.
You gassed up your boy, and you gassed up your boat.
Sweet. So I got my boys out. Can I try to get myself out of the goo?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I try to swim out. 17.
Oh, phew. Yeah, it's a DC 15 to get
Oh,
out.
thank God. Okay, I burst out of the goo.
You also land in a swan boat.
Okay. What a great swan boat. I'm
Dave Mavericks, come into the boat.
No, it's
only a
all not
tandem.
grouped together. Nobody grouped together anymore.
Wait, young man with a frisbee. Why not work with me? I can give you a new body that you could just transport into. In the case of cataclysmic event, you saw what happened with the war in Osmodius. I mean, don't you want a fucking backup plan?
Why would I need to transport into a body when I've got a swan boat that can transport me anywhere with my boys?
Should we trash this lab and just fucking take the swan boat to the surface?
We got it.
Hopefully a lot of them can swim because we're definitely not going to have room on all the boats. So
I mean, this is a pretty big boat. The swan boat, right? It's 20
The
by 50
swan boat
meters.
can carry up to 32 medium
Holy
or
shit.
smaller creatures.
Perfect.
awesome.
It's
This
perfect.
is way more than tandem.
Let's go ahead and get all the fans helping us with the swan boat.
So you all get into the swan boat, you rocket from the bottom of the ocean to the surface where there is what looks like a coastal pier floating in the middle of the ocean. Tiffany is
Great.
there with all of these bodies that you sent her and saved. She's holding bowl cut paddle puppy in her lap. And she's got what looks like a 6-seater speedboat with 2 steam method tubes hanging off the back like outboard motors. She helps you load up your swan boat with the bodies she can't fit. And you are ready to go. What would you like to do?
Book it for Salty, right?
If we can
Amazing.
pregame a little bit on the way to Salty
Yeah.
Peak, so we show up with like a nice buzz
Wait,
going.
y'all want to do a little tipsy whisper?
Yeah, let's do a tipsy whisper. All right,
Who's
Carl.
driving the boat? Who's driving?
So the swan boat is fucking magical and it's just self-propelled.
Sweet.
This
Okay.
swan
Oh, thank
boat is
God.
like, it's 50 feet long, 20 feet wide. It has 2 beautiful swan's wings extending over the water, just kind of gliding. It's got like where a masthead would be, just like a 10-foot arching swan's neck comes out. So yes, but this thing is self-propelled. It moves on its own. You can kind of just direct
Salute the
it.
swan.
It winks at you.
Whoa.
As you pass, you notice that the mist that loomed over the ocean, when you first saw this mist, it was like stagnant and immovable. But now with the movement of your boat, it seems as though the wind is dispersing the mist.
The giant swan cutting through the mist.
Everyone in Salty Peaks is gathered to see what's going on because first, like, mist starts disappearing, but then even more noticeably, a giant fucking swan boat is approaching on the horizon. So everyone is gathered to witness your homecoming.